So much fun, you guys. Thank you. Absolutely beautiful weather out there. Nice and behaved tonight. Tomorrow night, a little bit of a different story. Thanks to a cold front that we have pushing through into Acadiana that we can expect overnight Sunday. And you see that here really pulling in all the flow. We've got that dry air running into moist air that's being pulled in from the Gulf. Thanks to this high pressure that's now meandered over towards Florida. It kept our weather very calm and but big change that we have coming up. Looking at the radar, they're absolutely right. Gorgeous weather out there, nice and clear. Radar is looking good for Acadiana right now. Now tomorrow night, big change up, different story. This is your day 2 risk from the Severe Prediction Center, and that's for Saturday morning through Sunday morning. And you see these areas, we've got the marginal risk here in this shaded green area, a little less of a risk down in the southern parishes. But this is primarily because of the wind threat associated with the cold front line moving through Acadiana. And that's what we'll be watching very closely tomorrow night, because with it comes the chance for even up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. Very strong, severe winds possible. So if you've got some inflatable Halloween decorations, not a bad idea to go ahead and take those down for the next couple of days. Looking at our graph model, tomorrow is also UL Lafayette's homecoming game around 4. So taking a look at the timing of some of the storms, we have warm air that's being brought in ahead of the cold front. That can sometimes get a few showers and isolated storms going, and depending on the energy in the atmosphere, they can become somewhat severe and some nuisance rain producers. So keep that in mind as you're heading out tomorrow for the game. But the main line coming through tomorrow overnight, and this is midnight on Sunday. You can see that here making its way into Acadiana, and that's the line that's going to bring those winds with it. It'll move through really quickly once it gets here, but as it's over the parishes and making its way, it's going to be very strong. Then behind it, that air starts moving in, and you can see those air contours here moving just a little bit faster. This is your Sunday afternoon. Look at those wind gusts, 23 miles per hour. So the wind is sticking around even once the cold front moves through. That air pushes into that front and keeps the gusts with it. And that's why I say if you've got the Halloween decorations, maybe be ready to unplug them for the entire weekend. Looking at the risk for excessive rainfall, it's highlighted to the north currently. I'm not totally sold on the lack of potential for some high rainfall totals. We're looking at about an inch across the parishes, but we're keeping a close eye on that just to see if anything changes. Your overnight, absolutely beautiful for the games going on. That's going to continue through the overnight hours, dropping into the mid to upper 60s. And then as we get into the early morning, we're thinking maybe a chance of a couple isolated showers, nothing extreme or widespread. And then tomorrow around noon to 2 p.m. is when we see a little bit more shower activity before the main line comes in tomorrow overnight with a high near the 90s. So if you're heading out to the game, don't count on those clouds to break up the heat. You want to just keep that in mind. And we talked about our rain chances, so we can get into me and Brianna's 10-day forecast here, where you see Saturday and Sunday that cold front, but temperatures coming up pretty quickly after. And look at that, your lows dropping into the 50s. So while you're taking those Halloween decorations down, go ahead and plan for that gumbo weather Sunday and that beautiful low temperature on Monday morning.